If you step outside into a bright garden, you might just be lucky enough to see a beautiful adult butterfly floating past the flowers. Have you ever wondered where they come from? It is a bit of a mystery because these incredibly delicate insects do not start out with any wings at all. This diagram shows how they do it through metamorphosis, where an animal completely changes shape across 4 distinct stages. To find the beginning, we shrink our perspective all the way down to bug size and look closely at the leaves. When you look closely enough, you realize that the most spectacular backyard creatures begin their lives as something almost too small to see. Welcome to Stage 1. Safely tucked away on the underside of a green leaf, we find a tiny, quiet egg. These eggs can actually come in all sorts of different shapes and colors. They are wrapped in a shell that is very thin but incredibly tough to keep the inside safe. In this animation, you can see how the egg works. Right at the very top, there is a tiny pit called the micropyle. It acts like a little door, letting fresh air and water flow directly inside to the growing insect. The baby insect waits tucked away inside the shell for about 3 to 7 days, quietly getting ready for the outside world. The egg is a breathable, custom-built safe house. It provides exactly what the fragile life inside needs to survive those critical first few days. When the time is right, the insect uses its strong little jaws to tear open the shell and step out, and it is usually quite hungry. In fact, most of these newly hatched insects will eat their very own eggshell for their first meal. This is stage 2, the caterpillar, which scientists also call a larva. A caterpillar has one main job in life, and that is to eat the plant it was born on. This timeline chart shows the result of all that eating. By snacking constantly for 2 to 5 weeks, the caterpillar size expands rapidly. Every single leaf the caterpillar eats stored away as energy. It is gathering all the fuel it will need to pull off an amazing physical transformation. Once the caterpillar reaches its full size, it finds a safe twig or branch. It weaves a delicate pad of white silk, attaches itself, and hangs upside down. Then it sheds its skin one last time to reveal a hard, protective outer shell called a chrysalis. This marks the beginning of stage 3, the pupa. The insect stays locked inside this protective casing for about 1 to 2 weeks. From the outside, the pupa looks perfectly still and deeply asleep. But inside, it is nature's magic curtain, hiding a rapid, massive rebuilding of the insect's entire body. Finally, the hard shell splits open. The insect steps back out into the bright sunlight completely transformed. It pauses on the branch to slowly unfold and dry its beautiful, colorful wings, getting ready for its very first flight. We have reached stage 4, the full-grown butterfly. This adult form will spend the next 20 to 40 days exploring the garden. The journey is complete. That tiny, hidden egg we found on the leaf has officially become a flying adult. Now that it has its adult body, it can do some pretty surprising things. This animation shows how butterflies actually use their feet to taste their food. Because their taste buds are on their toes, you will almost always see them landing directly on blooming flower petals to drink up the sweet nectar. So if you want to invite these amazing insects to your own backyard, the best thing you can do is grow lots of blooming flowers. As we look at the full life cycle diagram one last time, remember the journey. Every time you see a butterfly drinking nectar in your garden, you are looking at the final result of an incredible 4-step adventure.